It's going to be a short video, but I just wanted to talk about things you do not tell pregnant women, or I should just say things you don't say to women. So if you guys want to watch, then stay tuned. Okay, so I've been wanting to do this video for a while because, as you guys know, I'm almost 9 months pregnant. And let me tell you, I've had the weirdest comments said to me, the weirdest comments. And sometimes I feel like, did you just say that? Or why did you say that? Did you think about what you were gonna say? Or like, how do you say that to someone, you know? So at work, I'm gonna tell you the little stories, like from work and from personal like experiences with family members. I wouldn't say with immediate family members, but okay, let's start off with work. I've had this guy, and let me just say he's very feminine. So this guy was like, he approached me. He's like, "Oh my God, are you pregnant?" And I was like, "Yes." Like, how can you not tell? Like, at the time that he asked me, I was about 7 months pregnant. And you can tell I was pregnant. You can see my tummy. You can see my belly. My belly is pretty big. It's so obvious, you know. Plus, I'm not a very thin, I'm not a skinny girl. So it's even more obvious. Like, you can tell. And he was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were pregnant." And then, so, okay, that happened. And then, so it's like, you can't tell I'm pregnant because I'm this big, or you can't tell I'm pregnant because what, you know? So then this guy, before we went on winter break, which was like 2 weeks ago, the same guy, he's like, "Oh my gosh, when are you due?" And I was like, next year, you know, which is like this year, next year. And then he was like, "Oh, are you serious? I thought you were like due at the end of the week." And I'm like, what? Like, are you serious? I look that big? I look that big. Do I really look that big? Like, do I really look like I'm about to have a baby? And then he said yes. Like, he literally said yes. He did not even stall. He was like, "Yes, you do look big." And I was like, oh my gosh, do you really say that to someone, like, in their face? But then I was like, well, whatever. You know, some people just don't have manners. They don't have ways of being sensitive to people. Or he can't really, how would I say, he will never be able to know what it's like to be a woman, like to be sensitive, to be hormonal. And then to me, I'm just like, you know what, I could have taken it like a wrong way and just like told him off and like say, "Hey, you don't say that to pregnant women," or "How dare you say that," or, you know, whatever. But I just like took it, and I was like, I still can't believe how people can be ignorant sometimes or be so insensitive. So then during the Christmas holidays, we went to visit some family members. I'm not going to say names because just in case these people come across my videos, I'm not going to want any conflict or anything like that. So we'll just leave the names or what kind of family members they are. I just won't mention it. So as soon as I walk in the door, this person says, "Oh my God, you're so chubby." And this is me like, "Hi, how are you? Like, Merry Christmas." But to me, it's like, "You're so chubby." That's the first thing I heard. And I'm like, I just looked at my husband and I was like, this person just say that to me? Like, I'm not even like halfway in the door and like, "You look so chubby." And it's like, did you just say that? Are you serious? I just looked at my husband like, how am I supposed to enjoy my evening now when someone just called me chubby? You know? It's like, well, yeah, I'm chubby because I am carrying a baby. I'm almost due, and I'm not, you know, training for a marathon. I'm gonna have a baby. I'm not gonna look super skinny or super fit. You know, what do you expect? So it's just like, that really threw me off. That really ticked me off, because it's like, how about you say, "Hi, how are you," first before you open your big mouth and say, "You're so chubby." And I was, you know, it's like, those words you just keep repeating in your head over and over and over. Like, did you just say that to me? Like, are you serious? You're an adult. You've been through this before. You've been pregnant sometimes, like 2-3 times, and you think it's okay to call a woman chubby when they're carrying a baby? You know, sometimes I feel like some people are just so, I don't know. It's like, can you please think before you speak? And then that's what bothers me, because it's like mostly adults that have made like the most uncomfortable comments. Very uncomfortable, because to me, I was just like, how about you say hi? How about you say how are you? But no, the first thing out of this person's mouth is like, you're so chubby. And I'm like, I'm great. How are you? I feel awesome. Thanks for making me feel awesome too, you know? But it was just like, oh, it's so annoying, because I can just so be rude. I can so be rude, and I can make a nasty comment, but I'm just like, there are things you just don't tell pregnant women, but there are things you just don't tell women, period. Especially women to women, you know? A man, like that guy at work, I mean, he's very feminine. He won't ever understand what it's like to be a woman, what it's like to retain water, what it's like to carry a baby, what it's like, you know, to be hormonal. He'll never understand that. But as a woman, you're gonna think it's okay to call another woman chubby while they're pregnant? I was just like, no. You know, I just couldn't enjoy my day. And then I've also had people say, oh my gosh, your tummy is so small. I'm like, my tummy is small? What are you saying? That I look small? That my baby's small? What? So I went to a party, and I had everybody like, what? You're how much along? At the time, I was almost 7 months pregnant when I went to this party. And I had people say, oh my God, you're so small. And I had someone like really come up to me and tell me in my face, that is the smallest 7-month-old tummy I've seen. I'm like, who are you to come tell me that to my face? Like, that's the smallest tummy they've ever seen. I'm like, what? Like, to me, it's like, there are just some things you just don't say. Like my mom would say, if you have nothing nice to say, just don't say anything at all, you know? And I always think that, like, I'll keep things to myself. I'll bite my tongue before I say something that's gonna be hurtful or it's gonna be mean to someone, you know? I always think about it. I'm always very, like, thinking about, no, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. But, you know, I don't get my feelings hurt easily. But to me, I just think, like, did you just say that? Are you serious? You're an adult. Did you just say that to me? And then it's like, what reaction do you want to get out of me, you know? That's what I think. What else? The smallest tummy. I don't look pregnant. So it's like, what do you mean I don't look pregnant? I had this one, I wouldn't say she's a coworker, but she works at the same place I work. I've never talked to her before. And then I think it was like a day or two before we went on winter break, she just approached me. She's like, oh, hi. And I said, hi. She's like, you're pregnant? I'm like, yeah. To me, it's like, isn't it obvious? And then she was like, oh my God, I just saw you yesterday and I saw that you had a tummy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were pregnant. Is this your first baby? Yeah. And I was like, how can you not tell? Like, it looks like I swallowed a watermelon, like literally. Like, it looks like I swallowed a watermelon. I am not small. My tummy is not small. So when people tell me and ask me, are you pregnant? To me, it's like, are you serious? You can't tell how I look before and then now I'm almost 9 months pregnant. You can't tell the difference, you know? Like, are you serious? And then, what else? Oh, I had another person ask me, like, I just walk around and I had this person ask me, mind you, I was wearing something fitted, so my stomach was obviously showing. So this person's like, you're pregnant? And I was like, are you serious? Do I not look pregnant? Do I not look pregnant? I look pregnant, you guys. Like, I really do look pregnant. If I was to show you guys my tummy, it's obvious I'm pregnant. So, I don't know. There are just some things you just don't say to pregnant women. We are hormonal. We are very sensitive. you know, we're like extra sensitive, I would say, because we're constantly like, I don't know, just thinking. Sometimes it's like, you know, I'm very happy with the way my body looks. I feel very proud of how my body looks. I've tried to not gain so much weight during my pregnancy. I think I look good despite I'm almost 9 months pregnant. And sometimes, like, the most sensitive people, like the most loving people that have made me feel really good are my sisters and my mom. And it's like, thank you guys, you know, you guys don't have to be so nice. And my sisters are like, no, we really mean it. You look great. You look good. You know, you look so pretty. You look so good for almost 9 months pregnant. But my sisters have been such good supporters. I'm not saying that all we want to hear is good things, but it's like, you just don't want to hear negative things all the time, you know, from, especially from strangers, or especially from people that are not like really important in your life. So I don't know, like, I feel like, do really people perceive me like that? Do really people think I'm gonna be that dumb and not react, you know, to their comments? So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm sure a lot of you have gone through this, but it's like, you know, I just want people to understand and learn, like, think before you speak. Like, think, like, are you gonna hurt someone's feelings? Are you gonna make someone feel bad? Are you gonna make someone's, like, steal someone's joy? You know, I'm not that type of person that allows somebody else to steal or take my joy. But it's like, you can't help but think, like, someone, hey, just called you chubby before you walked in the door, you know? It's like, yes, I'm gonna look chubby according to you because I am carrying a child. Yes, I'm gonna look big. Yes, I'm gonna look fat. Yes, I'm gonna look obese, whatever you want to call me. But it's like, if you think that, keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear it, you know? So it's like, I just thought, like, some of you guys can, you know, like, relate to it. And if you guys can, leave comments down below. And if you guys can't, well, lucky you guys. But I just feel like there are just some things you just don't tell pregnant women, or women in general. You just don't say things like that, you know, especially women. To me, it's like, you should already know what it's like, you know? Sorry about the sirens. So I guess this is time for me to say goodbye. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys like to subscribe, please do so. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.